They're quicker in some parts of the track, and hopefully you can be quicker in the right place, and this is the right place.
Yeah,
there you go.
Martin's got good straight line speed. Two British drivers side by side down into Stowe Corner, but on the inside line to the preferred line, one would have thought, is the Aston Martin. Warren Hughes trying to hold on, not able to do so. Johnny, what a great pass that was.
Well, they're still side by side, and he's got the inside line, so I think it's going to be interesting to see. Oh, around the outside. There you go. There's a surprise.
And smart driving there from Darren Turner. He knew that Warren Hughes was on the inside. He left him plenty of room down the inside. And Warren Hughes, also a consummate professional, he could have been tempted to lunge down the inside. He was left plenty of room there, but there was no contact, no harm, no foul.
No, definitely not. Good, proper race. You know, here they're side by side. You thought Darren was through, and then Warren obviously kept it. He ran a little bit wide here, but was still able to keep on the power. And then as they exit, they're side by side once again, going into down into Val.
Again, two true professionals there. I think that shows that those two class drivers both on leave each other room. You know, if you can make the pass, fine, but they're not making it easy. But at the same time, having the respect of their fellow professionals.
Absolutely, that's what it should be all about: is the respect of the other driver and have a race. Yeah.
Here's that battle again. It's Christophe Beauchou with the two Nissans all over his rear end there. We're on board with Carl Wendling, I think is in car number 3, or is there Seiji Ara on board with car number 4. And his car seems to be moving around quite a bit.
But you can see he's quite aggressive with the car, though, with the way that he steers the car, and even, to be honest, the way he sort of slams the gearbox as well. It's not sort of a rhythmic type of driving, and I think because of that he's having a few little flicks of oversteer, which is just obviously causing him just to not quite carry the speed that he needs to be able to pass the car in front.
It's a great battle here with these two Swiss Racing Team teammates in the Nissan. Car number 3 and 4, Carl Wendling and Seiji Ara, and they're giving these cars all they can handle. It's only a battle for 14th, 15th and 16th, but boy, what a battle it is.
Oh, it is, yeah. Well, they're fighting hard for him. I thought the problem is, when he keeps getting those little oversteer kinks, he's really warming up his tyres a bit too much, so he's probably going to lose out a little bit more, because there he goes again, and he's sort of risking it big time, but he's actually making it worse for himself, because he's making the tyres get too hot, they're going off, and he's probably going to lose that long term.
Interesting though, wasn't it? I mean, Ara, he thinks he's got a quicker car than Wendling. He looked at the inside there, he dived it down on the inside under braking for Kops, and Wendling, he was having none of it.
And Kops as well. Kops is it's a high speed corner to try and dive down the inside there. You've got to be very, very brave and Japanese. There you go. Oh, that was close. That was close.
But should Wendling have let him go in that instance or not?
No, you don't do that type of thing at that type of corner, because it's somewhere that is high speed. You can't slip down the inside like you can at a slow speed. Maybe now. There you go. So that's much easier to do that. But he didn't. I could see that coming. He didn't commit enough. And when you're up against someone like Carl, unfortunately who's lost out there, he's going to try and cut across. He didn't quite commit himself enough there.
Yeah, there you go.
But he got away with it.
Well, yeah, apparently no damage to those cars, but it certainly cost Wendling a huge amount of time, and he was already frustrated running back in the pack. He wants to be running up at the front. He's won the Tourist Trophy here at Silverstone the last 2 years with two completely different cars. He won it 2 years ago for the Jet Alliance team with Aston Martin, last year with the Celine. Here on board with Michael Propp.
Yeah, and we're going into Kops once again behind the Lamborghini, and it's something that he's not quite quick enough in the right places. The Nissan is quite a big top-heavy car, so you've got the roll centre is very, very high compared to that Lamborghini that is about 3 inches off the floor. It's a very low car, as you can see here. He looks like a big truck behind him, but the way that they seem to have been able to set this car up obviously is working quite well at the moment. But are they going to pass that Lamborghini? Well, we're going to have to see. It's not quite quick enough. Again, on an opportunity of slipstreaming down the hangar straight.
Yeah, this is a couple of battles here coming down into Stowe Corner. Down the inside goes the Corvette. A great move there. That is Andreas Struber trying to find a way through, and he does so. And that is the battle for 9th and 10th places.
Michael there is nice and close now, so if he can just keep that close, that Lamborghini just accelerates a little bit faster out of club itself. But now the Abbey, the right-hander coming up to it, if he can get close enough there, he's then got a good chance. So hopefully he's Yeah, I don't think he's going to quite do it. He's not going to get close enough for the right-hander that coming up now, because that's a good opportunity to overtake. Lamborghini, there you go, he's trying to protect the position, but really kissing each other, I think, there. But again, I think he overprotected. He didn't need to protect. It's funny, you've got to be so aware.
And that's the thing, isn't it? He's trying to pressure the Lamborghini into a mistake. We've seen a few little sideways moments from that Lamborghini, but not enough to give an advantage for Michael Krum to make the pass. And the Lamborghini does seem to be very quick on a straight line, but down on the braking for Brooklands. Whoa!
Another one. That's an experience with Peter as well. And we'll see if he's going to be very hard for Peter to get back now in front of Michael in the Nissan, because it's very hard to get out of Luffield here down the pit straight.
Yeah, I think Michael's been a little bit quicker than he goes. He's just been looking for that advantage to get through and take away that position. He finally does so. So 8th place now for Michael Krum, having taken over from Peter Dumbreck in the Nissan GTR. He's one position behind Jamie Campbell-Walton and Warren Hughes. So the two Sumo-powered GT Nissans running in 7th and 8th places on the first time they've raced on home soil here in the UK.
Yeah, and that was good professional driving. I think, he committed himself down the inside. Peter sort of tried to lean on a little bit, then he gave himself, we'll see here. So Michael sort of pulls out. It's a long sort of entry that tightens up on the left. Michael's getting the inside. Peter gave him a little bit of room, and through he goes. Very professional driving, and good to see.
Yeah, it wasn't a big gap, was it? He really had to work for it, but again, respect between those two, as opposed to...
There we go. I think that was a really good car.
Interesting. There's certainly no doubt that Carl Wendlinger is the senior driver in that squad, no question about it. But it's a Japanese car, and it's a Japanese driver who's trying to make that pass. So whether that was politically correct for Carl Wendlinger to close the door on his teammates, particularly when it's for 50.